Hi, good morning. This is Group 4, and we'll be talking about Chapter 3 on the theories and examples of technology management today.
The chapter does not just show us the newest like computer technology in the market, but also they discuss a really important theme, that is the responsibility of teacher in the modern era. That is, do we need a teacher, the human teacher who pass on knowledge? And also the chapter provide us with the history of modernization process theory, and within that we learned that the most appropriate theory is the social change. In that, in the individual level, we doesn't have just to change our knowledge, but also our moral values as well. We have to modernize like that. That's why the role of teachers become really important as someone who personally connected with the students.
Okay, now it's my turn to recall what I've learned from the chapter 3 as well. From this chapter 3, I learned about the cloud computing. And before I learn about this chapter, before I read about this chapter, I barely know about the software as a service and the storage as a service, even though I've been using it every day from my smartphone. For example, the applications that I've downloaded to my iPhone and tablet, and also the Google Drive and Dropbox that I've been using as the cloud storage. So from here, I know better about how the application was made before and how they use the binary code to make those convenient for everyone. Because this cloud computing is very convenient as it's reached the end consumer directly to the phone and tablets.
Hello, from now on I'm going to talk about social media and cloud-based education. In recent days, as we know, social media and cloud-based education are very popular among young people and adults. It is giving efficiency for teachers and students. Comparing to the past, teachers are able to approach each student more efficiently and effectively. The other thing that I learned is the theory of urbanization and modernization. If those theories, urbanization and modernization, are more higher, the level is higher, people are able to learn more modern technology and the way how new ways to do more efficiently and effectively their job, what they are doing, and it gives opportunity to create more ideas.
So today I'm going to talk about one of the cloud service concept, and that is storage as a service, or SaaS. So basically, SaaS is a cloud service that provides storage to its users. For example, such as Google Drive, Dropbox, iCloud, and so on. So in my opinion, those applications can benefits for the students' daily life. For example, to make reports with groups and to share universities' files. And for me, it's better to optimize the application's knowledge to the students so that we can optimize and get benefits from the application.
I'm going to talk a little bit about the definition of cloud computing and its different classifications. Cloud computing is basically, in plain English, is sharing the computer resources with someone else, but through a very big scale. Like, for example, nowadays we have Google Drive and Dropbox and Amazon Web Services and Microsoft Azure. What they do is that they share the resources with their clients, by which they can implement their applications and their many different services on the cloud. And now the classifications of cloud computing. The first thing is software as a service, and it's the oldest form of cloud computing. Software as a service is like nowadays we use Microsoft Office 365 and many other web services. We can access those applications through the web, but they're not actually on a computer. So those are the examples of software as a service. Then the storage as a service. Storage as a service is the most common form of cloud service nowadays, like Dropbox, Google Drive, where we can store our files and access them whenever we need, if we have network access, of course. And then platform as a service. A platform as a service is like deploying your operating system, like many different operating systems like Windows or Linux or Mac, on a different server, and access those operating systems through a web interface, and maintain all other things through the web. And now infrastructure as a service. Now all of these things, infrastructure as a service is like the amalgamation of all of these services. You basically serve everything from the web. That's the basically infrastructure as a service.
I'm just going to talk about STaaS, Storage as a Service, because it's my favorite topic. Well, and the easiest one actually. So basically, this is the most basic service that cloud service have, where most cloud service have this service, where you can upload files, computer files such as document, PDF, Word, music file, image, anything. And yeah, we always use these files. I mean, this service as student, and people in big company also use this service, I think. Because this is really convenient where you can share everything. And the example for this service is Mediafire, RapidShare, Google Drive, where there are hundreds of websites that give this kind of service.
Different from other class of technology management, I think that the focus on the educational environment is one of the things that help us to understand more about what really technology management is applied. It helps us to familiarize and visualize the context easier rather than the business scale on the whole. And studying with Christine, I think that I need to develop more on self-study and take more advantages of using the technical tools like Google Drive or taking videos to presentation like this, or looking for the visual materials online in order to support my study in general. Thank you.
I'll be talking about technology management in education and how a teacher is important in teaching students and people how technology management is important in everyday life at the current time. The reason why I think it's really important is because through my experience I've come across a few people who didn't really know how to use Google Drive or Dropbox, etc., all these cloud computing. And I was pretty surprised by that, especially because people never think about how inconvenient it could be when a person doesn't know it. They always think how cloud computing is actually convenient for everybody. So I think it's a teacher's responsibility to encourage students' enthusiasm about technology management and make it so that they know how important it is going to be in their future. Through this technology management class, I've learned that it's very important, especially in a group setting, that we need to throw ideas back and forth about technology management, especially because each and every individual has their own opinion about what it is. So that's why we need a good communication. And I think Christine has given us the chance and environment to do so. That has been Group 4's presentation, and thank you for watching. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
1, 2, 3, stop.